welcome back to the Journey to the FarLands. All right, well, let's see here. Looks like I pretty much got everything, so let's actually get out of here instead of whack at it with the bow. And what do we got here? Not much going on. Close that up, find west, and we're off. Onward to the FarLands. Yeah, all right. Well, let's see. What do we have on this fine morning? We have a world size of 2,461.64 megabytes, and this is the morning of the 191st Minecraft day since leaving spawn. Not bad. And yeah, so we're on the way, making progress, heading to the FarLands. Walking to the FarLands in Minecraft Beta 1.7.3, raising money for Child's Play charity, and talking and yammering and carrying on about all sorts of things, and generally having a fun, light time, just cruising through the awesomeness of this old terrain generator, and never forgetting to take a minute sometimes and really appreciate the awesomeness of the terrain, because it's awesome, and you have to appreciate awesome, because if you don't really appreciate awesome, next thing you know, you will have missed a lot of awesome things because you're not paying attention to awesome. Always pay attention to awesome. Let that be the byword of the day, even. The byword of the day? What is this? Good gravy. Yeah. Okay, maybe that sounded a little pretentious or self-important or something. I don't know. Yeah, well, there you go. That's me rambling on. Okay. Well, what's going on today? Well, a lot of the same things that were going on yesterday and the day before. But in my previously stated effort to basically keep things light and fun, entertaining, or just plain not a big hairy deal, we will continue onward and not talk about a lot of the things that have a lot of people upset and so on, because upset is no fun. Anyway, getting off of that and on to what's really important, cruising west in Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 because the terrain is awesome and we're going to an amazing place that we might eventually someday get to. Although I understand it could actually, in terms of real world time, it could conceivably take years to get there. Because, yeah, I mean, technically speaking, it's been said that one can arrive at the FarLands in like 820 hours, but that's 820 gameplay hours. 820 hours of gameplay, walking straight in one direction, and I think it pretty much assumes that you're walking on a flat world, and let's face it, this is anything but a flat world. So, in actual real time, it could take, I've seen estimates of anywhere from 5 to 35 years. I guess it depends on how far you go or how long you go in each play session. And since these episodes average about, well, in the neighborhood of 35 minutes for a 3 Minecraft day episode, yeah, that could take a while. And that's all right with me. That is just fine and dandy with me, because I ain't in that big a hurry. I want to make progress as quickly as I can, but the way to do that is just keep making episodes and not worry about how far you're going or how fast you're going and so on and so forth, which is one of the reasons why F3 is a rare occasion. Yeah. Anyway, you can tell I'm in kind of a rambly mood this morning. Yeah, I am. I'm kind of bouncing all over the place, it seems. Let's see. It looks like it's boat time again because I don't want to swim that far. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Questions. Yes. This morning on Twitter, Scorpio197935 said, I haven't seen any notifications for any new 7 Days to Die videos. Are you still making them? Now, on Twitter, I did give a short answer, which was basically, not right now. But I think that deserves a longer answer, so I mentioned that there would be a longer answer in this video. And so, the longer answer is that the gaming channel, TFC's gaming channel, link always in the description, by the way, of course, due to seasonal variations and whatnot and the way YouTube seems to work, the views and such like on that channel have kind of basically tanked pretty bad in the last 3 months or so. I mean, the channel was building prior. The number of subscribers was increasing and the number of views per video was increasing, and I was doing pretty good there for a while. And then a few months ago, I noticed things starting to drop, to not be as encouraging or positive, as you will. And yeah, that wasn't altogether very encouraging or positive. But yeah, okay, now that I've acquired some more wool, I can be a little bit more, okay, basically several months ago, I decided that what I needed to do was kind of do my best to focus on those things that was getting the most positive reaction from viewers and encouraging more views and so on, and more subscriptions and whatnot. And that basically came down to I needed to focus on the most popular content. And this is, of course, Hermitcraft, because the Hermitcraft episodes have always been much more popular and much more viewed than just about everything else I make. And so I decided to focus on that primarily and like have one other thing besides that. And so for quite a while, I had been focusing on the Hermitcraft stuff and on the modded series recently, not too awfully long ago, that was recently resurrected. There. That one. The TFC Modcraft series that is taking place in beta 1.2.5 or no, not beta 1.2.5, just 1.2.5. That one. And oh goody. Yeah, I've boxed myself in here. Alright, perhaps I can get around it over here. Anyway, let's see, what's going on? Oh, okay, yeah. So I started focusing on that. and trying to do what I could to reverse the decline that I saw happening. And it's slowly being effective. Sometimes I think a little too slowly. It's a kind of thing with YouTube that around the winter holidays, the Thanksgiving and Christmas time, a lot of YouTubers notice something somewhat more than a slight decline in viewership and so on. And it hits the smaller YouTubers a lot harder, I think. And I've always been somewhat of a smaller YouTuber, as shocking as that may sound. And I noticed that a lot harder. Ooh, hey, just used up the shears. So now we have a new one. Okay. So I had been doing a lot in 7 Days to Die for a fair amount of time. And I do still very much enjoy the game. And of course there is the fact that what Scorpio here is kind of pointing out, that I have not actually played the game since I think about a week before Alpha 15 was released. Because pretty much the only time that I play is when I'm recording or doing stuff that is for a recording. You know, like off-camera grinding and stuff like that. And so I do want to return to playing it. And at this point, I would probably have to do a restart. Oh, no, I don't need one of those. I need one of these. Because of how long it's been. And I don't know. You see, originally my plan was with that series was to keep going. And then, brief mute. There we go. That's better. My original plan was I wanted to keep going with it. And then when Alpha 15 started, or was released, I wanted to basically continue that same world in Alpha 15. And then, just update the game to Alpha 15 and continue with that very same world so that I didn't have to start over again, because I have gotten to the point, I know a lot of people take a lot of enjoyment and pleasure out of starting up a new world and doing all the hard struggle and whatnot involved in starting up from nothing and so on. I'm not one of those folks. I mean, starting up, there are situations like with save breaking updates and whatnot that restarting is kind of inevitable. You have to restart fairly often in alpha games and whatnot, or you get updates that break previous saves and so on, and that's unavoidable. You can't help it. But I get very weary of it very quickly, And I reach a point to where if I don't absolutely have to update or start over, that is, I don't want to. And so I am going to get back to 7 Days to Die. And I think that I am going to continue with that plan when I do. And that will be to finish up some stuff ongoing in the Alpha 14 version that I was playing. I think it was Alpha 14.7. You know, continue that, finish up a few things in that version, and then start playing that save in Alpha 15 without starting over. And I do plan to do that. I cannot right now at this point say when, because in addition to what I was talking about things on YouTube not going, well, what I would call swimmingly wonderful every minute, and basically requiring the main focus to be focused upon, and the main focus, of course, being the fact that my gaming channel was originally built around Minecraft, and that's where the overwhelming majority of its viewership comes from. And that's what the overwhelming majority of viewers on that channel currently expect. And just looking at the YouTube analytics for it confirms that, because the Hermitcraft vanilla episodes are the absolutely best performers. And so I concentrated on doing as much of that content as possible. And that meant that pretty much everything else I had to stop. I was doing the TFC Modcraft thing, which, by the way, I will be making a new episode of that later today. Shut up, I didn't ask you. And viewers interested in the TFC Modcraft series will no doubt be interested in a new episode of that, and I have a proposal, sort of, kinda, that I wish to talk about in that. But I will talk about it in that because it specifically relates to that. And I've already, I don't know. In any event, Scorpio with a bunch of numbers that I don't remember right this minute. I hope that sort of answers the question. 7 Days to Die will return. I cannot at this instant say exactly when, but it will. I have not given up on it. It is on hiatus at the moment. There's also been a few real world situations and whatnot that have influenced things as well. So, and I'm definitely not going to go into all of that right now, because frankly, I could talk about real world issues for a lot longer than most people want to listen to it, I'm sure. In any event, or at least in this event. It okay, I'm back, And apologies once again for the long mute, but I'm pretty sure you didn't really want to spend any great amount of time listening to me cough. It's weird, because I can go long periods of time without coughing, and then I sit down in front of a game and I hit record on Fraps, and all of a sudden I have this really seriously pressing need to cough that sometimes gets strong enough that I have to pause or mute or whatever and do that. You would almost think that I was allergic to recording video, and that's ridiculous because I love recording video. I love making videos. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. What would I do if I wasn't doing that? Large quantities of nothing. That's the answer to that question, by the way, in case anyone should ever decide they wish to ask that question. What would I do if I wasn't making videos? Large quantities of nothing. Because, yeah, seriously, I would. There'd be a whole lot of nothing going on in my life if I wasn't doing this. So, yeah, I'm really grateful to be doing it. Okay. Okay, maybe that one was just a wee bit tall. Oh well. Okay, so onward. Hopefully without doing any more leg-breaking drops. And you know what I should do? I should have some mushroom stew. There. I just need to remember that the next time I put down a workbench, I need to make another bowl. Because I only make that up one bowl at a time. Which may or may not be a great idea, but it's good for inventory management. Because I don't use them very often. I'm not sure, but I think that's probably either the second or third time that I've had to eat since leaving spawn, bearing in mind that hunger is not a thing in this version. As long as I don't take any damage, I don't need to eat. There is no hunger, there is no stamina, there is no exhaustion or anything like that. It's kind of nice. Food is for healing and only for healing. The only function it serves in this beta Minecraft 1.7.3. Kind of nice. It's sort of a, you know, those were the days kind of thing. And so, anyway, another one of those. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Let's see. Recently, Jez's Introvert TV on YouTube, in a comment recently, posted several topic suggestions and whatnot. One of which was why Iskall is wrong about Diorite. Well, first of all, I've seen bird poop, and Diorite doesn't look at all like it. It really doesn't. And no, I am not going to put up side-by-side photo comparison of bird poop and Diorite. No, I'm not going to do that. Because they don't look that much alike, or alike at all, really. diorite, in fact, in my opinion, is more of a thing that it's much more akin to marble than it is anything else. Really, it is. It's much more akin to a white marble kind of thing. Mind you, it's not a really great white marble kind of texture, which is why I'm actually glad they didn't call it marble, because with that texture, it just doesn't look like marble at all. It doesn't really look marble. Sufficiently marble-ish, let me put it that way. All right, let's get a new bowl of soup. Red mushroom, brown mushroom bowl, okay. And then the main point of this, some boats. Collect the workbench. And by the way, here's a trivia question for you. How many workbenches have I made since beginning this journey to the FarLands? Yeah, since I started this world save, how many workbenches have I made? I actually know the answer to that because I've recently, in reconstructing the Journey to the FarLands log, I've recently been re-watching episodes. And I guarantee you, I know the answer to that question. I just happened to notice it. And so I'm asking you folks, how many have I made? All right. Back to the diorite. It's not a really great marble texture, I admit, but it's about as close as Mojang has ever come to creating something like a white marble kind of texture. And the polished one is as close as you're ever going to get to that, I think, given what stuff is available in the modern game currently. And I like it. I like it quite a bit. I like using it. I like building with it. And in the Hermitcraft Season 4, I have come to really enjoy selling diorite. I have made quite a bit of profit in terms of diamonds by selling polished diorite. And you see, here's where I kinda, sorta, almost want to doubt the claims that Iskall hates diorite. I really do kind of want to doubt those claims. You know why? No one in their right mind pays good resources, good hard-earned resources on buying something they despise. No one does that. And Mr. Iskall85 has indeed spent a considerable number of diamonds in my shop on Hermitcraft Season 4, cornucopia of excellent goods at low prices, purchasing vast quantities of diorite at the current price of 3 stacks for a diamond. He has spent a lot of Hermitcraft money buying diorite, and I have profited considerably from those purchases of diorite, and I will no doubt continue to profit from the sales of diorite. So I kind of wonder, I don't honestly, seriously think that he really, really, really hates it. All that, oh, dark, evil place. Kind of seriously doubt that he actually hates it that much. Because, like I said, no sane person spends that much money buying something they hate. You know, I don't buy things I hate. Like, for example, I hate peanut butter. I actually despise peanut butter. More than that, I despise the ground it walks on. I despise the air it breathes. I hate the stuff. I really do. I've never liked it. Have been forced on a few occasions to try it and don't like it. So, no, don't like it, not going to eat it. Have never in my life purchased it. I have never in my life purchased for myself peanut butter. I've had occasions to purchase it for others when on a shopping trip for someone else. I might buy it for them using their money, but that's different. That is acting on behalf of another person and fulfilling their shopping list. But I have never purchased the stuff for myself. You know what I need to purchase for myself right now? A hidey hole. And I think I've got something here. Well, it'll have to do. Anyway, so I hate that stuff. I despise it. I would be personally gratified, very pleased if there was to be an announcement. Let me put it this way. If there was an announcement tomorrow that all sales of peanut butter and peanut butter products were to be canceled permanently worldwide, I would not be heartbroken or upset in the least. In fact, I might in private take an opportunity to laugh maniacally. I might very well do that. I really, really despise that stuff that much. So, you know, to me, it's a complete no-brainer. You don't like something, you don't spend your money on it. Iskel has spent a lot of money buying diorite. And this tells me that he can't possibly despise it that much, that badly. It just doesn't make any sense. You don't spend money on something you hate. All right, let's get one more boat. And get a few beds made. Okay. Got the fresh bowl of soup. Okay. There we go. Okay, so here we are. The end of another bit of Minecraft adventuring, cruising through the classic beta terrain generation in beta 1.7.3. Raising money for Child's Play charity. Check out TinFoilChef.com/donate and that link that I just gave you will, of course, automatically redirect you to the official Journey to the FarLands homepage, where you can donate to Child's Play charity. And in doing so, in the text box that comes up there, you can ask a question or whatever, and I will make it a point to give a priority to answering that in an upcoming episode of Journey to the FarLands. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.